Hey guys, today I just wanted to talk about starting out simple because there are so many people that, or most people actually, that are in the private label business or that have their, Shopify stores or all of that. We e-commerce people, right? We all want to start out with the perfect thing. We want to have the product perfect, the perfect color, the perfect size, my logo on it, And let's be honest here. The only reason you put your logo on it is your ego. Come on. It has nothing to do with branding. It has nothing to do with brand recognition. You don't have a brand yet. You just started out, right? So let's be honest. You put your logo on the product so that you can say, well, that's my product, right? You can have the pride about it. Come on. You know it's true. You can differentiate it if you say, yeah, but then I don't share the buy box on Amazon if I have a logo on it. Look, if you have a different packaging, you're not sharing the buy box as well. Like there's no reason for you to do that when you're just starting out. And I'm going to go into that a little bit. Why it's actually it's not beneficial at all to do that. It's actually keeping you from getting started, giving you that other hurdle, giving you that other things that you have to overcome. It takes forever to go back and forth with suppliers in China to customize your product. That takes the longest time to to tell them, hey, my logo needs to be this size, my logo needs to be this way, printed in that color. No, it's upside down. Now give me another sample. All this back and forth takes ages. You don't want to do that when you're just starting out. You can always do that once you place your order. Once you already start selling, well, then you can go and say, okay, now you want to have customization. Now when you're already selling, now you can go to the factory and get your sample and get your logo on it and get all of that stuff, right? Make it pretty, make it just as you want to. You want to prove it first. You want to prove that it works, right? I have a business partner in my businesses, and I learned a lot from him. He's a tad older than me. And I learned a lot from him because he's a lot more successful than I am to date. And one of the concepts that I got from him is failing fast. You want to fail fast. What that means is when you start out in the business, when you're trying a new thing, and especially when you're starting out, you're constantly trying new things, right? You want to fail fast. What that means is you want to put you want to reduce the time where you work on something until you see a result. You want to hold that time to a minimum because you will fail many, many times over and over. Would you agree? Right? There are so many things where you fail, you got to try again. Like it's just how things are, right? You try one thing, it doesn't work. You put your product on Amazon, it doesn't sell. You try this keyword strategy, doesn't sell. You try a giveaway, it doesn't sell. You do this, doesn't sell. You do influencers, all of a sudden it sells. Like, you know what I mean? You have to fail fast. If you take 3 months going back and forth to finally make an order, that's wasted time. That's 3 months. Come on, 3 months. You have to pay yourself every month, even if you don't sell anything yet. But you have to pay. You have to put your time in. Like, why would you do that? The first, going back and forth so much. This is not failing fast. Failing fast is taking a product, putting it up on a platform. It doesn't do anything. Well, maybe it's not a good product. Putting your logo on it won't do anything. Doesn't do anything on Amazon? Well, try the next thing. What now? It is in Amazon. You can still fulfill it from that. Wow. How can you make it sell? And you can already, within those 3 months that you would have wasted in the beginning to get your logo on it, to make it really pretty and nice and get the packaging you want, within those 3 months, you could already be up and running and have tested several different things and make it work and make it sell. You see the point here? So you want to compress the time. You know how people make millions a year? Because they compress the time. You have to start simple. You can't go out and do all of the things that you want to have in the future. Okay, now when I start out, I also have to have a website. I also have to have a shop. I also have to have this. I also have to have that. I also have to be, have to have a brand. Have to submit my brand to Amazon. I also have, you don't have to do that. Just start out, get out there, do something. I'm consulting a guy. He has an e-commerce store with almost 100 products right now, and he's got products in for 2 years, and they're not customized. He's starting to see, okay, these are my best sellers. After he has almost 100 products, he goes in and he say, well, these are my best selling products. Now with those best selling products, with those I go out and I make them really pretty and I approve them, and you know, I get even better reviews from it, and I focus on those products. But he has 100 products. Like, as long as you don't have 10 products or so, and you don't like and you don't go and put your own, you know, your own brand out, you don't start creating your brand already, there's no need for that. Like, as soon as you start brand creation, and you should always work towards that, but as soon as you start brand creation, then you can go into all of that. Before that, it doesn't even matter. There's no reason for you to do that. By the way, my name is Niels Oldup. I'm living here in China. I'm living here in Shenzhen. If this is the first time you watch these videos, if this is the first time you hear about me, I'm originally from Germany, but I moved to China in 2013. We have a sourcing agency here, so if you want to get rid of the hassle of sourcing your own products, just shoot me an email and we do it for you. Or if you want to learn how to do it yourself, we got some trainings for you. Cost less than going out for let's say a cheap meal, for two, for a pizza, for something like that. Costs less than that. Okay, so get the training, find how you can source your product easily, how you can find your supplier really, really quick. And that's another thing with compressing time. Like, you can source your product within an hour, and you don't need to spend 40 hours to it if you have the right strategy, right? So if you just put in the time, the 30 minutes, the 45 minutes to learn the strategy, that you can, by the way, following the links below. If you learn that strategy, it takes an hour, but you save 40 hours in the process every time you find a supplier, every time. So you got to learn to compress the time, fail real fast. And one of the reasons for that, or one of the ways to do that, is start out simple. Just don't be a perfectionist. I have many consulting clients we do on digital things, and I see this is the biggest holdup. Like, oh, my PDF isn't 100% ready yet. Oh, I don't have the right lights to make a video. Oh, this is missing, that is missing. Like, just go at it. Just go, man. Like, put it out there. If it doesn't work when it's half bad, you know, it won't work much better when it's good. You know, if you can make something work that's half bad, then you can actually go out and if you improve it, then it works even better. Okay, so fail fast, go simple, go out there, start approaching influencers. Doesn't work for you, you can't figure it out within a specific time frame, like, focus on it, dig into it. You can't figure it out, move on to the next thing. Don't go and put out your profile first and create your website first because you gotta show the influencer something. Like, just go out there, message some people. If you want to add an additional channel, if you want to try Facebook ads, go in, spend some money on it. If you know you want to put ads out, spend some money on it, and go at it. It doesn't, like, if you try and it doesn't work, then the money is gone anyway. So it's gone if you're trying it within, you know, spread over your ad spend spread over 2 months because you can only afford this much a day, or you don't want to spend more every day. Like, there's the same amount of data that comes back as if you spent the same amount of money in 2 weeks. You want to compress the time, you want to fail, you want to see where things don't work and then move on to the next thing. It's normal to fail, but if you fail for 2-3 months, man, you get frustrated. You want to give up. You're like, oh, this private label shit doesn't work. You just gotta. There's so many things that doesn't work, and you gotta build your skill set around it first, and you gotta go out and you gotta try different things, and you gotta, you know, that's just me ranting here a little bit, but this is a concept that has helped me so much. This is the concept why I can handle so many things at the same time, because now I know what kind of things work, and I can try one thing, doesn't work, next thing. Try one thing, doesn't work, next thing. You know, sales funnels work perfectly for me. So many other things before didn't work for me. You know, WooCommerce, stores in your WordPress site. You know, like, all of these things, you have to try out different things really quickly, fail at it. Like, if it fails, move on to the next thing. But if you have a little win, well, now you can double down on it. Now you know it's worth your time. Compress the time to whether you want to get started, you want to have a result. You want to be, you know, having your business out as fast as possible. You want to quit your job as fast as possible. But therefore, you have to get uncomfortable. Take the, you know, I get it. Like, it's much more comfortable to, for example, you want to play some ads.
or you want to launch your product. Let's speak about launching products, okay? Like, let's say you want to launch your product, whether that's on Shopify and Amazon, doesn't matter. And it's much more comfortable to keep working on the product to make it as good as possible, because you increase, in air quotes, your chances to success, which is not true at all. But it just makes you feel that way. So you're working on it, you feel some kind of progress because you're working on it, you're in it, right? You feel the progress, but actually you're not making progress, you're just busy. Like, as long as there's no result, and it feels good to be busy. It feels good, right? We get this, we're productive, working for myself, you know. But what you want is the results, okay? So, for example, when you're just launching a product, it feels really good. When you're trying a new strategy, when you're doing the PPC thing, it feels really good to be busy at it. But it doesn't get you anywhere. Like, you have to get things out. And if it doesn't work, then you just save that time, you try another product, or you try another strategy. If things don't work out for you, great. The sooner you learn that things don't work, the better it is. The later you learn things don't work, and you're spending all the time on it, and that's horrible, right? And I've been falling down that trap so much, and I just want to give that advice for you, or forward that advice for you from my mentor. I say, guys, fail fast, start out simple. Even if you have a few products up already, keep it simple. Just try simple strategies. And if you really want to shortcut the time, and you don't want to fail yourself, and you want to go straight to the success, you don't want to go through all of that, and you want to compress the time as much as possible, you find someone who already did what you're trying to do, and then you hire them for consultation. You just ask them, like, hey, you did this strategy, I know you have success with it, how do you do it, right? So whether that's, for example, you could hire me for sales funnels, for sourcing, for anything related e-commerce, for advertisement, for getting traffic to your store. Like, all of those things we're doing very successfully. Increasing Amazon sales, right? How do we increase Amazon sales? How do we get out of Amazon? I'm probably not the right guy to teach you like the latest PPC Amazon strategy, because my team is taking care of all of that, and I kind of lose track of what they're doing. Like, they got so much, I understand the concept, but they got so much better. Like, they're in it every day. They became experts really at it. So they're extremely good, but I couldn't do it, So find someone who's already doing all of that you want to do. Ask them, how did they do it? What things did they overcome? Because if you just do it the right way and you overcome it, like, you don't even fall down the trap. Like, that makes it so much faster. Failing fast is good. Not failing at all is even better. So that are your two options. If you can't afford the advice, just really go fast. Go fast, fail fast. That's my message for you today. My name is Niels Older. Make sure to subscribe to this channel for more of those messages. Let me know in the comments what else you want to know about, what else you want to hear. Do you want to have more kind of business advice in general? Do you want to hear more about sourcing? Do you want to hear more strategies about how you can grow your store, how you can grow your sales? Let me know. Post it in the comments. I look at every comment. Just post it. Head over to YouTube. Look for Easy Peasy Ecom if you're listening to this on the podcast. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you.